Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Welcome back to a new video with the new setup in the backdrop. I promise this is all a work in progress. I'm working on getting some new equipment, getting some new stuff like that, so the setup will look better in future videos, I promise. But that's not what you guys clicked on this video for. Today, we are going to be talking about the breaking news of Jalen Ramsey heading to the Miami Dolphins, what this means for the Dolphins, what this means for the Rams. Are they cooked? Are we smoking on that Rams pack? All of those questions we're going to answer today in this video. But before we get started, please make sure to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss future videos. Like I've said previously, I can't get words out right now, apparently. I'm going to try to make a video about every breaking news that happens in the NFL. So this is the Jalen Ramsey video. I'm going ahead and looking at my boy Adam Schefter's tweets. The Los Angeles Rams have traded Jalen Ramsey to the Miami Dolphins in exchange for a backup tight end named Hunter Long. How many of you know Hunter Long? And a third-round pick, which is pick number 77. There's been talks that, Jalen Ramsey is going to get dealt, and he's been kind of saying he wants to get dealt, with the Rams appearing like they are in cap hell and are going to shed some of their big contracts. So Jalen Ramsey, I didn't think his value would be very high because, again, he's an aging, expensive corner. Aging and expensive are two words you never want to use for any position in the NFL, but especially not a physically demanding position like corner. But if you're a team like the Miami Dolphins, you have a little bit of a window here, and I think you want to take advantage of that. So will Jalen Ramsey be the long-term answer at corner? Probably not. But for the next 2-3 years, I think he can play quality football. And if you're getting 2 or 3 good years off a corner, a third-round pick, and a backup tight end is little compensation. So I think that it's a good deal for the Miami Dolphins. And in terms of the Rams, they're, like I said, they're in cap hell. They sold their souls for that Super Bowl, and now they have to pay the price, which honestly I think is acceptable. When you win a Super Bowl and you sell out and you fuck them picks, like they were saying, and you pour in all this money and you front load all these and you back load all these contracts, you got to create a window for yourself where you have to win a Super Bowl. And the Rams did that. They won the Super Bowl in that window. Would they have liked to have a dynasty? Yes. But when you structure your team that way, you don't really make it too easy to win a dynasty. And the Rams, they won one, so that's good. But now, the Bills do. And as we're seeing with the Buccaneers as well, the Rams got to pay the price now. So they got to shed contracts. They got to basically rebuild, is what I'm thinking. So that's why they traded Jalen Ramsey. So I get it from a Rams standpoint. And if you're the Rams, trading or getting back a third for a very expensive guy who's not going to be part of your long-term future, it's pretty good. Especially for a team like the Rams who has minimal draft capital and has had minimal draft capital for a while now. A third is pretty good compensation. Obviously, Jalen Ramsey's not peak Jalen Ramsey. This isn't, 2019, 2017 Jalen Ramsey. He's a bit older. He's a bit expensive. So to clear him off the books and to get a third-round pick, I think is a good deal for the Rams. But if you're the Dolphins, you have a window open right now to where you can potentially be a contender, being a contender in the AFC. The AFC is loaded, and especially at quarterback. So I think stocking up on defense as much as you can is probably a great idea. The new addition of defensive coordinator Vic Fangio is going to help you a lot, and then obviously adding as much talent as you can, I think, is great. So for the Dolphins, I really like this move. I like the move for the Rams too. I think it's a pretty good trade overall, but obviously Jalen Ramsey being Jalen Ramsey, this is going to be very noteworthy news. But I think it's a good trade. I think the contract they gave him, 2 years, $50 million guaranteed, $25 million a year, a bit high. But again, you have money, you need good players. I think that Jalen Ramsey makes their defense better, especially after they just released Byron Jones. So can't really hang on the move. They didn't go up too much. They have money to spend. And worst case scenario, it's 2 years. It flames out. Whatever. Best case scenario, though, Jalen Ramsey helps propel this defense to be one of the truly elite units in the NFL. Tua can stay healthy next year. The Dolphins' offense can cook like it did last year. And, the Dolphins can hopefully make a run. I mean, they were within 3 points of the Bills with Skylar Thompson at quarterback in the playoff game. So I think the future is bright for Dolphins. I think you have a little window here that you've created for yourself before you got to pay Tua, before you got to pay Jalen Waddle. before maybe even you have to pay, Jalen Phillips. You have a little window. Take advantage of it. That's what they did. I like the move. And as I've seen it tweeted, as mentioned on Twitter, in the last year, the Dolphins have traded for Tyreek Hill, Bradley Chubb, and Jalen Ramsey. So kudos to the front office. They're doing everything they can to kind of make this team competitive, make this team better. Owner Stephen Ross was trying to get Tom Brady last year, but clearly we can see that he is trying to do everything he can to make his team better. So good on the Dolphins, good on their front office. You have to be aggressive in this AFC, but what do you guys think of the deal? Let me know what you think from a Dolphins perspective, from a Rams perspective. Who won this trade? Did a team get fleeced? I saw some people say that the Rams got fleeced. I don't necessarily believe that, but let me know what you guys think down below, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.